If you were watching the Men's College World Series Baseball Championship game, you may or may not have seen this lovely clip of me and my best friend on TV.
TikTok user AnnieJ4 is ticked and has directly called out ESPN for their broadcast, which displayed her and her friend for 20 seconds eating and licking ice cream.
20 seconds dedicated with commentary to just us eating our ice cream. We all knew what direction that video was going to head in. And lo and behold, the creeps of TikTok got a hold of it because we woke up getting compared to the Hawk Tuah girl, which, no shade to her. Girl, do whatever.
More from Annie in a moment. If you have no idea what her reference is to.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing. You get me?
Obviously, Anna and the Hawk Tuah girl are very, very different. But for many incels, they saw the same energy, which is foul.
When I tell you the comment section of that video is absolutely repulsing, to know that there are people who have families in their profiles and their profile photos just smiling away with the kids that they're raising. Feel bad for them and their dad. Anyway, I don't normally make videos like this. I didn't really want to come on here and just rage, but it is so beyond evident that women are not welcome in the sports world. Not that I have to justify why me and my best friend decided to go to the national championship game, cause it's cool. We both love baseball. I grew up playing softball, and my dad played baseball, but we just wanted to enjoy a baseball game. And it was 100 degrees, so God forbid we eat some ice cream.
This is a problem in sports that many on team broadcasts and sometimes even national broadcasts have gotten away with for far too long, and quite frankly, it's overdue. There are a plethora of examples, but MLB broadcasts are notorious for featuring shots that could be seen as, to use one word, risque. Announcers laughed when a man grabbed the cleavage of a female fan.
When you're a quarterback at Alabama, you see that lovely lady there. She does go to Auburn, I want to admit that. But she also Miss Alabama, and that's A.J. McCarron's girlfriend, okay? And right there on the right is Dee Dee Bonner. That's A.J.'s mom. Wow, I'm telling you, quarterbacks, you get all the good-looking women. What a beautiful woman. Wow.
A.J.'s doing some things right down in
So if you're a youngster...
Who could forget avid Trump supporter Brent Musburger ogling over Catherine Webb on ESPN's airwaves? There are fans in the crowd who act inappropriately all the time, like when a Phillies fan was caught doing the same act to a female fan. In the year 2021, BuzzFeed put out an article on things women fear doing or avoid in public. One of them was eating a certain type of fruit. Why? From the piece, quote, "I had to stop bringing bananas to work as a snack because my coworkers would not stop snickering about it." Another, surprise, surprise, quote, "Eating an ice cream cone. I remember in high school, I was eating some ice cream and my male friends were making gross sexualized comments about it."
Then people sit back and wonder, why don't women feel welcome in these environments? It's crazy. It's like we can't sit and eat our food in peace. And I had just been eating a hot dog 10 minutes prior to that, and I was making sure to eat it in front of the row of people sitting in front of us because we were sitting not far behind the dugout, and I was horrified that if a single camera caught that this was gonna happen. But no, instead we let our guards down for literally 5 seconds, and the ice cream was melting comedically fast. I mean, we were joking, we're like, great idea to get ice cream and not expect it to melt in 3 seconds. We hadn't even been in our seats for 15 seconds when they started filming us.
Maybe this is no better illustrated than fame Twitch streamer Pokimane. She has seen the vitriol she gets, but when it comes to fruit, she needs to add an extra layer of protection and security. Watch as she gives her cat a small taste, realizes she is on air again, and goes to a different screen to display for the audience so she could simply take a bite. Notice the banana is eaten, and Pokey slowly chews, then cuts to another screen just so she can keep eating. This is what it's like for a woman, no matter their stature.
So maybe we just do better and we don't knowingly take videos of women in the crowds at sports games doing this as if I was doing something wrong. trying to avoid heat exhaustion.
Susan Harlan would go further and just lay it out bluntly. If you eat a banana in public, at least one man will stop whatever he is doing and make it crystal clear to you that while you may think you're eating a piece of fruit that really helps you stay regular, that piece of fruit is, well, not a piece of fruit. No, it is in fact a weenus, his weenus, and you are shoving it into your mouth.
But within minutes, literally, we saw our faces on the phones of people sitting around us laughing about it. I can only imagine what those texts said.
And this even goes for commercials. Many advertisements for chocolate serve this purpose of over-sexualization. One ad in the past read, "Obey that urge," with a woman licking her fingers. This one is just absolutely bonkers and shocking that the consumer tolerated such displays as this. Then there's the modern day chocolate advertisements that will be seen anytime, from billboards to broadcasts on game day. This one is even known to turn on Swanson Trust Fund baby and former Fox News host Tucker Carlson.
So to ESPN, just stop contributing to the issue and stop making sports a place where women don't feel safe and welcome. We can't eat in peace. We can't wear clothes in peace. We literally can't do anything without it being sexualized or absolutely just turned into something way out of context.
From Awful Announcing, zoning in on these women for 15 seconds as they licked ice cream was bizarre. Also bizarre was the fact that the same broadcast briefly focused on a woman eating a lollipop less than 20 minutes after the ice cream incident. ESPN switched off the woman with a lollipop after about 3 seconds, but not before the camera intentionally put her in focus. Before we get into it, if you can support the network, go to tyt.com/join, or if you want to support this show, my show, go to youtube.com/TYT Sports and click the join button. Additionally, you can follow me on my socials, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. So I know what the reaction is going to be. As I was writing this piece, the comments are going to be littered with the following: soy, cuckboy, fragile, lame, and probably some other words that I can't say. And I want everyone to understand that those sort of comments, this video is targeted for you because you are the problem. When someone tells you about the struggles they are having and how they feel let down, and it causes them to have a shift when they are in public because they cannot truly be themselves or express themselves because they know that there is the potential for being over-sexualized by doing something as simple as eating. And your reaction is weak, soy, cuck, loser, get over it. What you're saying is, let me sexualize you. Let me be that person. Why are you infringing on me? The problem isn't me. The problem is you preventing me. And as I've gone over many times over, there are networks who have done this for years. I grew up in Illinois. Everybody knows I support Chicago teams. I went to the games as a kid. I watched them all throughout my childhood. Do you know how many times on a Cubs broadcast I have seen this? Hundreds. Same with the Sox broadcast. Same with the Bulls broadcast. We see it over and over and over again. This is the first time that I have seen someone call them out. And I am glad she did. I am happy she did. I think this is so incredibly selfless because not only is she then taking a stand, but she is putting another target on her back in order to try and have this shift in media, which I said is long overdue and quite frankly, welcome. It's welcome.